How valuable can a 1987 dime be? In this video, we'll talk about a 1987 dime you should know about right after this.
How much money do you really have in your pocket? A $204,000 penny found by a teenager. A $10,000 coin found in a Cheerios box. And an $18,000 penny found by one of our viewers. Got coins? JB Coins Inc. on YouTube. Daily videos and free giveaways. Join us today.
Hey YouTubers, this is J and B. In this video, we will talk about the 1987 dimes. If you do a search online for this dime, not much will show up. There is not a lot written about the 1987 dimes, partly because there hasn't been much written about Roosevelt dimes in general. And because of that fact alone, they're not as popular as pennies or quarters, for example. But if you start searching for Roosevelt dimes, you learn quickly how rare and valuable some of them really are. And since more people are searching pennies and quarters these days than dimes, you have a better chance of finding something very cool and maybe even in a high grade. In 1987, the Roosevelt dimes were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced regular coins for business use, and the San Francisco mint minted proof coins. The mintages of all of them are average for the Roosevelt dime series. 762.7 million dimes were struck at the Philadelphia mint. They were minted in a clad composition. They do bear a P mint mark and should weigh 2.27 grams. You should remember the weights of coins if you're looking for valuable error coins, like off metal or struck on a wrong planchet. Sometimes they look exactly like they should, and only the weight will tell you that something is wrong with them. Regular dimes don't have any special finish, since they were minted for business use, for everyday transactions. The Philadelphia Mint produced dimes that year in good condition, and you can find plenty of them in up to MS66 condition. They became scarcer in MS67 condition, and it applies to dimes struck with or without FB. Now, FB or FT means the same thing, and it applies to full details of the torch located on the reverse of the coin, and this designation only applies to regular business strike coins, not proof coins. The FB or FT designation should bring more money to a dime, and usually does, with some exceptions to the rule. The 1987 P dimes in MS67 full bands are worth, on average, about $250. This coin is the latest sale, and it sold at Heritage Auctions for $258.50. The highest grade for a 1987 P dime with full bands is only an MS67 Plus, and only 2 coins exist in that grade. Since none of them were ever sold, PCGS estimates the value of this coin at $2,150. But it would probably sell for more if one of them actually went into an auction. Nevertheless, it's a very nice chunk of money for a coin in MS67 Plus grade. So if you have 1987 dimes, check them out for and see if they are in mint state condition. And if they are, it probably would be worth sending them out to be graded. Now the Denver Mint struck a little bit smaller number of dimes that year, $635 million. Still a big number. They do bear a D mint mark and have the regular business coin finish just like the Philadelphia coins. The Denver Mint also struck their coins in a similar condition to the dimes struck that year at the Philadelphia Mint. You can find plenty in MS grades up to MS 66. In grade MS 67 full bands, they become scarcer and are worth on average about $400. In fact, this coin is the latest sale, and in grade MS 67 full bands, it sold at Heritage Auctions for $382. The highest grade for this dime with full bands is also MS 67 Plus. Since none of them were ever sold, PCGS estimates the value of this coin at $1,250. These dimes struck in both mints, even with smaller mintages or the same grades, have different values because of the population of them. The population simply means how many coins exist in the same grade within the same year and denomination. So, this dime in grade MS 67 is actually worth less than a dime from Philadelphia in the same grade, but it's still worth great money. And an MS 67 Plus grade is not a super high grade. So it might make sense to add this dime to your lookup list. If you watch our videos, we usually say, in order to find coins in high grades, you need to search original mint sets and rolls of uncirculated coins. There are other coins in that set too that are very desirable and collectible, like the 1987 Philadelphia and Denver half dollars, and more. Also, there is a well-known variety that exists on the 1987 dimes struck at the Denver Mint, which you can possibly find in your change or in these sets too. It is a 1987 D over D or RPM variety. You can see in this picture the overdate to the north. It's very cool, but it's not a super pricey variety. And the main reason that it's not very valuable is the population of this variety. Many RPMs exist on them and the prices reflect that. So now about the proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint that year. The mintage of proof dimes is 4.2 million. They were sold in proof sets only for collectors only. That year, the U.S. Mint also struck a prestige set, which is a very cool and highly collectible set you should know about. The proof coins in that set have a shiny glossy finish and bear an S mint mark. In 1987, they were struck only in a clad composition. And since the San Francisco Mint struck them in great condition, many examples exist in the highest grade, which for proof coins is a proof 70 decam. And because of the high population, they're not worth a lot. On average, about $50. In fact, this coin is the latest sale, and it sold at Great Collections Auction for only $55. If you're watching our videos, you know by now that it's very typical for proof coins to sell fairly cheaply. But if you're collecting Roosevelt dimes, you need to have them in your collection. And on the other hand, if you wish to sell yours, you can sell them as a raw ungraded coin, since grading costs money and it would most likely eat most, if not all, of your potential profit. But definitely look for the 87 P and D dimes in higher grades, as well as the 87 D over D dime. Also, some 1987 dimes were found with errors. Not many errors exist on them, but the most valuable of them is a 1987 dime struck on a cent planchet and vice versa. The 1987 cent sometimes has been struck on the 1987 dime planchet. Their values depend obviously on their grades too. This coin, for example, sold at Heritage Auctions for $1,035. So definitely it's an error you should look for, not only because it's valuable, but it's also very cool to have it. Also, many off-strike 1987 dimes exist, and the percentage of off-strike will decide the error coin's value. And now we have a question for you. Did you know about the 1987D RPM dime variety before watching this video? Please let us know in the comment section below. We read all your comments. And please watch our video about 1990s dimes that you might find very interesting and profitable. It's linked in the upper corner of this one. So we hope you liked this video and found it helpful. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe so we can create more videos for you. Also, please remember to hit the little bell and set it so you'll be notified whenever we upload a video or do a live stream. We also would like to say thank you to all of our JBCOINSINC members. And if you would like to become a JBCOINSINC family member, please follow the link below this video. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.